name is Steven. I'm just going over the project that I had for my computer science class here. This is Professor's Pandora box. We had our project host was Hunter, which was a member of our team's nephew. Basically, he wanted a game that was he wanted a couple games. Ultimately, we decided that was a little bit beyond the scope of our project, just time wise and everything. And so we kind of decided on this 3x3 sliding puzzle that we ultimately called Professor's Pandora box. And basically what it is it's a 3x3 grid, starts with one empty square, similar to many of the sliding puzzles you've seen before. One notable difference that, in the research that we did before the project, there aren't very many that actually have the ability for you to rotate pieces. Almost all of them are just move around. So the rotate we thought would be a fun extra little thing to make it more difficult, and just different things kind of over the way or throughout the way. So in terms of the goals, or the required features, the things that make our project acceptable for use, is of course the 3x3 grid with a picture on there. At the game start, we needed one space to go ahead and be blank, and then we need the other places or the other pieces to be relocated randomly in some sort of a random function, so that we can then put them back in the right spot. We needed to be able to allow the player to slide and rotate the pieces to the correct location. Once it's completed, once all the pieces are in the right spot except for the last piece, the missing piece should appear. We needed a timer to track the time and how long it took to solve. Again, ultimately the goal was, let's solve it as quickly as possible. So in terms of the interface, and I think we kind of switched around this a little bit, essentially we had it so if there was an open space for a piece to slide into, you would click a piece and it would automatically slide into that piece. If you had a piece that did not have an open space, so especially at the corners, if they were blocked and there was no open space directly next, left, or right, if you tap on that piece, it will then rotate. So that's how we handled the rotation without having any extra buttons, because we really liked the clean and flat layout of our project. So that allowed us to do both and keep things good. Let's see. Yeah, so we just wanted to. We also did a scramble function. We just wanted it not to be too easy to be immediately visible. And that was just kind of one of the required features here. So stretch goals, we kind of had talked, we wanted it to slide into place nice and smooth. Ultimately in the end, we decided that wasn't something that we necessarily wanted, and we really liked the way that it turned out. We did the get players' initials, the game start to report three players, the players' times. We considered larger grid sizes, a group of images, which we ended up doing. We did get some. We wanted to also do a hint, so we thought about doing some sort of a stack type thing that would track where the pieces moved in the scramble function, so that you could then reverse it and give the player a hint on where the next logical piece move. We ultimately strayed from that, and we didn't get it. Here's just kind of, this isn't the actual game, this is just a document just explaining what we wanted, and we'll get to the game here in a minute. So this is kind of our general layout that we wanted, and we will go from there. Alrighty, so we'll go ahead and minimize that. Here's our code we used to make this game, just kind of a general layout, and I'm going to go ahead and play it here for you so you can kind of see the project work out. All right, so here's our start screen. We've got best time, elapsed time, and then again, we really didn't want any anything blocking the user's view. We didn't want any buttons. We didn't like the idea of buttons. We thought it was cleaner and more beautiful without buttons. So to start the game, you actually just come here and click the puzzle. Boom, immediately down at the bottom, you can see the puzzle piece that we took out. And then you can go ahead, again, if there's a piece of any of these 4 pieces here, this one, this one, this one, or this one, if you click that, it's going to move into that empty space, as you can see here. So now, in this case, so any of these pieces on the outside here, if you click any of them, they will rotate now. So we can see that they're rotating. You can kind of see that for use. Again, here's the picture you can kind of use to be like, oh yeah, oh, there we go, that's that piece right there. Cool. So again, that's just kind of how we did that. Again, any of these open pieces will then move, and ultimately just move it into place, and we go from there. All right, so overall, again, this was a very fun project to work on. We really enjoyed working with everything. If we had more time, I think that, you know, one of the biggest things that I did a lot of research into, and you know, it's something that is certainly doable, but would have required more time. You know, I did want to add in a feature where we could then have the user select a picture and then import it into the game. We never got to that point in the game. There was a lot of family issues and whatnot that happened in my life. We had a baby in the middle of this, so it keeps things exciting. But yeah, overall the project worked out really well. We delivered the project to the host Hunter. He really enjoyed the project. I wasn't there for the meeting, but from my understanding, he is fantastic at the game and does great. He loved the project and was excited with everything we were able to do so far in the game. Overall, we're pretty happy with the end result. I can't think of anything better in terms of what we could have done. Again, there were a lot of things that we really wanted to do that just didn't fit into the time frame that we were given to complete this project. Overall, again, very good. We kept it object oriented, and you know, we filled the sucker with notes. There are notes for everything. Again, overall, very nice project. We really enjoyed it. Hope you enjoyed my video. Hopefully it wasn't too long and too out of place for anyone, but we loved working on it, and have a great day.